How's it going? I got my sticky notes on. We usually on a video I'll have an overlay and I can't put the overlay. So let's just do a sound check. Can people hear me? And that's Lab moderating. Thank you, Lab. And Sister Marcia is going to be taking questions. Write now your questions down. In fact, I better get myself lined up for that. Let's see. I think we're all ready. I can see we have questions already, which is amazing. So I'm just going to look at the chat for a minute and then I kind of cover up the chat so that I don't get distracted and we can go boom, boom, boom and have the questions, answer as many questions as you guys have tonight. We'll probably go for 60 minutes. And if you don't have 60 minutes worth of questions, then we won't. But I have a feeling you probably will. Hello, everybody. Oh, Australia's in the house. Where's everybody from? Kick out a couple, what are your locations right now? We've got 4 minutes and I'm going to start on time. Yeah, in 4 minutes, I'll give a little intro. Niagara Falls, Alaska, California. Oh my gosh, it's going so fast. I got to slow it down. Pennsylvania, Seattle, New York, Colorado, Florida, Washington, Michigan, North Carolina, Ohio, Alabama, Washington, Delaware, Illinois, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, Northern New Mexico. Wow, you guys, everybody from all over the place. Northern Indiana, New Hampshire, Virginia, Florida, Indiana, Iowa, West Michigan, Burr. Let's see, Arizona, Santa Fe, Tacoma, Washington, Sweden's in the house. That's our first out of the United States. Welcome, Sweden. It must be kind of late for you. Southern Illinois, San Francisco Bay Area, Michigan here. Oh, across the pond. Hi there, Georgia. Oops, it just skipped on me. Oh, we got Ontario, Canada, Massachusetts, Florida, Atlanta, another Canada, Portland, Zion, Illinois, Florida, Texas. Go Texas. Yes, red Texas. You're surviving. Come on, Susan. We got you. I know. I'm in Wisconsin. Apparently, the swing states, all went red. Madison, Wisconsin's in the house. Woohoo! Minnesota, North Carolina, Bemidji. I've not been to Bemidji. Someday. Spokane. So many places I haven't been. New Jersey. Wow. Las Vegas. Very cool. England. Welcome, England. That's amazing. Because you guys got to realize for England, I think you guys are what, 7 hours? So 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30 in the morning. Amazing. Tennessee, Idaho. I think we're really covering it all. Midtown East, New York City, Utah, Ontario again. Wow, we've got a lot of people. That's amazing. Australia, Connecticut, Wyoming. I can't stop reading them. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for telling me where you're from. It is kind of fun, I have to say. If I had to read off people's names, it wouldn't be as much fun because you know how I am with names. Oh, right. 30,000. You guys, we hit 30,000 subscribers tonight. Woo woo. That's amazing. Thanks to you guys. Totally awesome. And I was able to catch it. There we go. Pretty cool, huh? So, yeah, thank you. No, thank you guys for being here. You guys are amazing. Totally amazing. So, yeah, thanks. I'm trying not to really go by measurements, but my sister loves it. She's the CFO. She likes these things. But I'm the one like waiting for the picture. I kept refreshing to see if it would change. Anyways. All right. Well, I want to thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate it. I want to honor everybody's time. And what's fun about these, I'm covering up the chat right now. So Lob's gonna be in the chat. And Marcia and Lab are capturing your questions. So I'll tell you, well, maybe I'll keep the chat open for a second so I can see if there's any questions about my kind of directions for tonight. So what's really nice is that the last time we did the live, I think we were able to answer like 80 questions. And I'll go really fast just because I won't give all my little commentary like I do on videos. But so you should be able to ask as many questions as you want. We're going to start with, so right now we have a little less than 300 here. And so basically those who have a little heart next to their name are in the spirit circle. And because they're in the spirit circle, that's the membership for the channel. We are going to give those folks questions priority first. And then after we get their questions, then we'll take questions from the public, from people in the public that are not in the spirit circle. So, and then let's see, I was trying to think. So you'll basically just put your questions in the chat, make them as short as possible, and they have to be in yes and no format, okay? Because yes and no. I got my stickers on tonight, okay? So this way, obviously, that's what the SGs can answer, yes and no, okay? Tonight, we're taking community questions. So mostly questions that are going to pertain to most people that would be listening. Okay. Does that make sense? And I really kind of wanted to be a little topic specific, really about like, how can we as light workers support the world right now? Support democracy, to support whatever is important to you, actually. Let's just leave it open to that. It doesn't have to be democracy. What things are important to you as someone who's on a spiritual path and wants to do well by the world? What questions do you have of the SGs of what might be effective for you? In that case, you can ask personal questions like, does it work when I meditate, type of thing, because that will help other people. You know what I mean? So that's my general directions, but just I'm trying not to, to over control this. You know what I mean? So you just ask me, that kind of stuff. We'll just kind of generally stay in that area. So just ask what you're interested in. Okay. All right. Well, we already have some questions. Marcia, did I miss any rules? I think I said that, keep them short and yes and no questions. So let me just see. She's typing me. Nope. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Looks like my sister's ready. All right. Cool. All right. So I'm going to say my prayer. So if you're new here, if you are new here, so some people are going to find us for the first time tonight. And if you're new, hi, I'm Karen. And this is Ask the Spirit Guides. And you might want to, if you're like, I don't know what's going on here with these things, you might want to stay tonight and join us, and you can ask a question, maybe just check it out and see what's going on. But I do have a start here playlist in the channel that gives you a really good introduction to these and what we're doing. And, and actually I have some videos in there on just spirit guide questions that they answer for us. So that's just kind of generally what we're doing. And I have a little prayer that I start with just to make sure we're calling in the right energy. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel so it's only of the light. Amen. Feels like I'm turned weird. Okay. All right. So it'll take me a second just make sure I'm lined up correctly and stuff. Okay. And I'm on a little tiny laptop, so I gotta. All right. So if there's any problems, you guys, if you have any problems, technical problems, if you have problems hearing me, you can just put it in the chat and Lob will grab that and my sister will make a note to me. So we're kind of an efficient little team here. So, Okay, let's do this. Keep have to move my screen around still. Okay. All right. Question number one. So somebody asked, what size bags do you get? Okay, so this is not like, so my sister just put miscellaneous up on top. So we have one miscellaneous question. What size bags did you get to put your healing stone cards and stones in? They were 4x6. So 4x6 bags. Yep. They were like those plastic ones. Yeah, 4x6. Okay. So light worker questions. Does doing things that bring us joy and happiness help raise the vibration of the collective? Oh my gosh, I have my notes on backwards. Hang on. That was hilarious. All of a sudden I was like, wait a minute. They're going to, and it's funny because they did go yes on that. But then I saw my note was no. I'm like, what? I am a class act around here, aren't I, you guys? Okay. All right. If you can't have a little fun, life would be just so boring. All right. Okay, so let's start that again. Can you guys see the notes? Wait. So this, oh my gosh. Hang on a second. This note thing is confusing me. See, I'm looking at it in the Okay. All right. Is everybody laughing? Everybody better be putting those little emoji things out. Okay. This is yes. This is no. Okay. All right. I got it. That was weird. Okay. Starting now. Does doing things that bring us joy and happiness help raise the vibration of the collective? Yes. Is Kamala on the side of light? So we're talking about Kamala Harris, obviously. Okay. Yes. If no, it would they didn't say no, but let me just ask the opposite. Is Kamala Harris on the side of darkness? No. Okay. Number 3, if grieving lowers the vibration, do we get like a pass or understanding if we are grieving a pet or family passed over? Let me just make sure I understood that. Okay. So they are saying yes. So they understand that. So if grieving, okay, let's just ask this. Does grieving lower our vibration? Okay. So yes, it does. Okay. And that's probably not a surprise, right? So grieving does. Do we get a pass and understanding if we are grieving, basically, a pet or a family member for whatever reason? Okay. Yes, definitely. Okay. I mean, there are people who are grieving the election, right? Just making sure I wasn't getting a text from Lob or something. Okay. So, yes, they're saying, yes, people have grieved over the election, right? So, and that's, okay, here's a little commentary. Sorry. But since so many people are grieving over the election, that's one of the things the light workers are trying to do is we're trying, and we're all grieving too. There's so many of us who are grieving. We're trying to keep our lights lighter. So we're trying to keep our vibrations higher, right? To help us get through this process. Yeah. Okay. All right. Uh, would it be helpful to picture Kamala in the White House as president? Like, would it make a difference? Oh, no. So let me ask this: would it make a difference if it raised a person's vibration to see her there? Okay. So the answer was yes. So is it then that the most important thing is to try to keep your vibration as high as possible regardless? Yes. Okay. Does it matter if it's focused on Kamala or not? High vibration? No. Interesting. Okay. Would that intention assist the process? So if we were to, I'll just ask it another way. I like to ask things several ways to get just it's the validation, right? Okay. Makes me feel like they're hearing us correctly. Okay. So if we were to picture Kamala in the White House, would that intention assist the process happening in the world? No. Okay. Would it hurt it? No. Okay. The reason I ask that is because if it will help you, and I'll let them answer this, if it will help you raise your vibration, then absolutely do it. If it's been helping you to raise your vibration, then absolutely do it. Okay. They're saying, yeah, very wide swing, yes. Okay. What they're saying is it's not, you don't have to be that specific. Is that what you guys are saying? Yes. Okay. Which really takes the pressure off of us, doesn't it? Yeah, it's kind of nice. All right. Do short, simple prayers help the universe? Yes. Is that because you guys need us to ask for what we want to have happen? Yes. And that's because of free will. So we have free will, like you won't interfere. Yes. Will you interfere if we don't ask? No. Okay. All right. Will you interfere if something is harmful to the entire galaxy, let's say? If humans are doing something that's harmful to okay. Yes. I wondered about that because we've been talking about, you know, extraterrestrials and coming down to make sure certain things don't happen on Earth, so I was kind of wondering about that. Okay. Can we raise our vibration when we are physically present with other light workers? Yes. Is it automatic? No. Is it just because I mean, so I think what I'm hearing is does our yeah, when we're together like as a group right now, hmm, is it automatic when two light workers are standing next to each other that the vibration would be higher? It's kind of what I feel like you're asking. No. Okay. So it's really our intention of being together that like what we're doing here in this group? Yes. So is our vibration, us getting together in this group right now, just having this conversation, if people are feeling good, is that raising their vibration? Yes. Is this just as good as prayer? Especially because we've called you in and asking these questions? Okay. Yes. Okay. So you guys, some of you might be new and you're like, I see both of them moving. Okay. Okay, so right now they did actually answer yes and no. I'm trying to line this up so you can see. Okay, so if you see both of them moving, I do often say this because people get like, what's going on here? Okay, so can you guys, I'm asking my spirit guys, can you guys try not to do both unless you want it to be a yes and no? Okay. Because what's happening is they're moving this, their energy has to move that. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And when they're moving it, then the other one moves too, a little bit. Okay, but I can tell what the answer is because I can feel the energy moving. So there's probably people in the chat who do this as well, and they could probably confirm that that's kind of what happens with them. Or you can share other ideas too, you guys. I am not opposed to anybody sharing things about how they're doing stuff. This is huge community, full of people with a whole bunch of different ideas, and I'm just exploring it just as much as you guys are. So, all right, I have heard some reference to there being a shadow government. Is that real? Yes, I think we talked about this last time too. Is a shadow government negative? No. Can it be negative? Yes. 'Cause I don't know what a shadow government is. Is it like the deep state? Is that what you're asking? Something like that? Okay. So so the question was, I heard some reference to there being a okay, so is there a shadow government in the United States? Yes. Is it helpful to the is it helpful to democracy? Ah, no. Okay. Okay, for entertainment purposes only. And what I mean by that, because I really like using this, we are entertaining new ideas. Okay. That's why I like using that phrase. Like, this is entertaining new ways of thinking about things. Okay. It does not mean these are the absolutes. All right. Because a lot of times people will come on the channel and they'll say, like, I had somebody offer a suggestion today. It was fine. But they said, I had a near death experience and this is what I learned. But you will also know that many people have had near death experiences and they come back with different things that they've learned. So I am one of the belief that there are many answers to many questions. Okay. What feels good to you that raises your vibration is the right answer for you. If something is answered here and it doesn't feel good to you, it lowers your vibration, then that's something you want to not focus on. Okay. And it's just not the right answer for you. Okay. All right. Um, do the spirit guides sometimes not answer because they don't want to mess with the soul path? Yes. Will you guys I'm gonna ask them follow-up. Will you guys answer do you always tell us what we would consider the truth? Do you always tell us what we would consider the truth? No, but it's very slight, so maybe they're not quite understanding it. I'm not even sure I'm understanding it. Um, okay. I don't know, I gotta think about that. Okay. Do the spirit guides sometimes not answer because they don't wanna mess with our soul path? So are there times okay, so do you guys basically you tell us the best way that will help us at this moment. The answers you give us are the answers that are going to be the most of service to us, is that correct? Okay, so the answer is yes. I guess that's what's really important, I think. Feel free to ask follow-ups to what I'm if I ask these kind of questions and I'm not making sense, feel free to ask follow-ups. Does being out in nature more often raise our vibration? Cool. Yes, and I can tell I've been in the house a lot today, like the last couple days, and I can feel it. I need to get out and take a walk. Do spirit guides work with megas too? Yes. Every human, I'm asking them, every human being has spirit guides. Is that correct? Yes. Do all human beings have at least one spirit guide? Yes. Do all human beings have two spirit guides? Yes, wide swing. So that's consistent to what they've told me before. I like to ask sometimes multiple times. Okay. So, yeah, so everybody does, let's just say the worst who humans would consider them the lowest vibration on the planet, a human being with the lowest vibration who does awful things, they have spirit guides too. Wide swing. It's just that they're not tapping into them. Are they tapping into their spirit guides? No. Okay. All right. That was a good question. Do they work with megas? I think that's important to hear. 3 of our 4 inside outside cats have different cancers. I live next to a cornfield in Indiana. So the question is, so can you guys tap into this person asking this question, please? Okay. Are dangerous chemicals being used on our crops, which is causing the cancer in my cats? Eek. We are entertaining new ideas. Yes. It's probably not a surprise, is it? Yeah, the GMOs in this country. Ay, ay, ay. They're also going into our bodies, unfortunately. Okay. When we dream of deceased loved ones, are we actually with them in another dimension or realm? Yay! Yes. Don't you wish you could actually feel it though? I bet some people can. And I want to go back to the last question. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry your cats have cancer. I just kind of scooted by that. That's awful. So that's not good. Can everybody, and actually, from time to time, if everybody can hit the heart button, and if everybody could hit the heart button right now, or the little whatever, I don't know what emojis they give you, but little prayer buttons for those in California who are dealing with the awful fires that are near LA, like going through the suburbs there. Not that that's any worse than other fires, but this one's like legit, like in the suburbs. Most of the time, I think they're kind of like out in the forests and stuff that they do hit houses out there, but this is like, yeah. So big hearts to those, to the person in Indiana as well with the sick kitties. Um, will there be, let's see. Okay, so yeah, so we asked about the loved ones. So are we actually with them? And so we are actually with them when we dream. That's awesome. Yes. Sweet. All right. Will there be an earthquake of high magnitude in California in 2025? I'm a little hesitant to say this week, but so in 2025, yes. Will it be? I would rather say, like, would it be in the first quarter of this year? Yes. Can something shift that? Or, I mean, is that an absolute? Okay, so that's not an absolute. I wonder what shifts that. Like, what would be the determination? Do human beings' energy affect the weather? Oh, wow. Okay. Wait, does it? Want to make sure I didn't jerk it. Okay, yes. Wow. Okay. I hadn't thought to ask that before. So, does our energy when it's lower vibration affect the weather negatively? No. Okay. So just okay. I don't know where I'm going to go with that, the whole energy thing. See if that sparks any questions for you guys, okay? All right. I said I wasn't going to ask follow-up questions, but I can't help it sometimes. Well, sometimes I just want to make sure that there's like a little layer to some questions. But you guys can tell me if that's not helpful. If that's not helpful, I'll just read your questions. That's totally fine. In fact, you could just do thumbs up right now or thumbs down, and then Lob, you get the sense of whether that's helpful or not, and then I'll know for next time. Okay, that would be a good way to give us feedback. All right. So, can I activate my pineal gland? That's not the penal. I almost got afraid I was saying something else, but you guys know what I'm talking about? My SGs. Yes. For better vision into a different dimension. Okay. So can you tap into this person, please? Can they activate their pineal gland for better vision oh, I see, into a different dimension. Okay. Can we do that? Can humans do that? Yes. Will this person be able to do that with practice? Like, will this person be able to do that to get it activated? Yes. Can any human being do that? Yes. I mean, is it advisable for all human beings to try that? No. Okay. So it's not necessary. It's not advisable for all human beings. Is that advisable for all human beings to try that? No. Okay. Let's see. Do spirit guides of animals help us raise our vibration? Yes. I'm just gonna do some clarification on that. So spirit guides have do, animals have spirit guides? Yes. Do insects have spirit guides? Yes, and I do have a video, you guys, on all spirit, animal questions. So, that was a fun one to do. Then so is it the actual spirit guides that raise our vibration of the animals? Okay, so it's the animals themselves that raise our vibration? Yes. Is that the sole purpose of animals? At least our household animals? Oh, that's interesting. Yes. So the sole purpose of household animals is to help humans keep their vibration higher? Does that surprise anybody? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, right? So yes, interesting. So that's their sole purpose. Is that their only purpose? No. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Let's see. So do some humans have more than 2 spirit guides? No. I wonder why. This is when I wish I could, ask them, like, and hear them. I'm gonna be working on that. I'll let you know if that ever changes. Can spirit guides be an alien? Okay, because I just want to do I have to do some clarification on some of these. So, okay, so no. Um, so let's see. So when we think of aliens, okay, so I want to clarify with my SGs. I mean, I think they know what we're talking about, but I want to make sure. So when we are speaking of aliens, it would be any spiritual being basically that's alien to living on Earth, correct? Okay, so that's what we're on the same page. That's what we're talking about. Okay. So can a spirit guide be an alien? So are our spirit guides living in other on other planets? No. Are our spirit guides specifically just across the veil, like in heaven, basically? Yes, because they have a 24/7 job, right? Okay, so that's their sole purpose while we're on Earth is to be with us 24/7? Yes. Okay. So if they were aliens, they would have some other kind of purpose, is that correct? Yes. Okay. Isn't that cool, you guys? 24/7. 24/7. You have 2 spirit guides that are with you. That's why I call it spirit teams. We are a spirit team. The 3 of you, well, you can almost say 4, your higher self, you as a human being here with your spirit being here as your spirit is here in human form. And then you have 2 other guides that have been with you since before you were born. They never leave you. I mean, isn't that amazing? So for people who feel they're alone, you are not alone. You're not alone. I know that's so hard, but we can tap into them, you know? And you know what? Frankly, if that wasn't even remotely true, isn't that better to think that way? At least for me it is. Because yeah, but it is true, right? 24/7 our spirit guides are with us. Nice. And we just need to we can develop a relationship with you guys, correct? Obviously, I have a relationship with mine, right? So we develop a relationship with you by talking with you, journaling with you, talking with you through oracle cards, meditating. They're just answering yes, 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 yes. Okay. Keeping our vibrations high. So for those of you who might be a little new to the vibration thing, you can lower vibration. We all feel it when we're feeling a little depressed. I did coffee with Karen this morning. I was feeling really low. My vibration was low. I got done. I got a bunch of the sweetest comments, and my vibration, it just, and so we all go through that every day. High vibration, low vibration. It just depends, right? I mean, every hour you can shift unless you're extremely conscious of it. right? Depends on what you eat. You can lower your vibration. All right. And so that your spirit guides have to lower their vibration. Like my guides have to lower their vibration in order, and I have to raise mine in order for them to communicate with me. Okay. Because it's really, this is very dense here. It's very dense. And so they have to lower theirs. Okay. So we got to kind of meet them halfway, probably a little less, but in order for you to start really having a like you have a relationship with them. It's just for you to like be really, it's being it that it's a real obvious relationship. Okay. Does the growth hormones added to animal feed? Okay. So does growth, okay. Do we add in the United States? In the United States, are we adding growth hormones to animal feed? Let's just confirm. Yes. And is that causing cancer in humans? They're being very subtle about this. Okay, yes. Do you want me to say for entertainment purposes only or something? No. Okay. Does it oh, okay. Is this the primary cause of cancer in humans? Oh, okay. All right. Maybe they were just being like, "Yeah, it does." Is that what you were doing? Oh, okay. Yes. See, so when you're working with it's just when you're working with this and you don't hear or you don't see, you have to know how to ask the right questions. Sometimes people, they're like, you're not asking the right questions, or I'm fluttering around with my questions because I have to like sometimes my brain, if I had coffee or something, sometimes it just is not clear to me, or I have to think about it. You know what I mean? So you do have to do the same thing. You have to kind of make sure you're asking it in a way and paying attention to kind of how they're responding. So, all right. So, do the growth hormones, okay. Do growth hormones that we already said are is in the animal feed. Well, is it in all animal feed? No. Okay. So can it cause humans to be taller? Oh yeah, wide swing, yes. Yes. All right. Are our two spirit guides always in agreement? That's adorable. I love that. I love these questions because I've never asked any of these. These are amazing. Are our two spirit guides always in agreement with each other when they answer our questions? Oh, that is a great question because it's funny because I literally never visualized there being 2 spirit guides answering my question. So, yes, is there only one of you answering at a time? No. So you like telepathically can just, you guys are talking through energy and can just answer together collectively? Yes. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Do we affect the weather with our polluting? Ah, yes. Okay. Is the fire in California caused by arson? Oh boy. Yes. We are entertaining new ideas. Oh boy, that's not good. Are we okay, I'm no, I was gonna ask something, I'm not gonna ask it. Are we running parallel lives? Are we living parallel lives? Is that what we meant? Okay, so yes, so let me just clarifier about this. So parallel lives, just to make sure we're like whoever asked that question and I am on the same page. Okay. So my understanding of maybe what you're asking, I apologize if it's not. Um so we have higher selves, correct? That's always across the veil or in heaven. And our higher selves can break off into different spiritual beings, is that correct? Yes. And I only know this because this is what I've heard from consistently from spiritual leaders, and that's how I know to ask some of these questions. Okay, so in that sense, our higher self can have spirit, there's part of their spirit having multiple human experiences at once? Okay, yes. So yeah, I hope that's what you meant by that. So if yes, do those other lives know about this third 3D Earth experience? Okay, so do those other lives, so I think I asked specifically that they were on Earth, is that correct? Okay, but do we have parallel li oh, so parallel lives would be okay, maybe I misunderstood. So parallel lives would be Karen, having this life, and then I have a parallel life on another dimension? Is that true? Okay. Yes. So this is where I'm still learning. Okay, that I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to ask you a question. If yes, do those other lives know about this 3D Earth experience? No. Weird. Well, okay, if we have parallel lives, is there like, are they on 3D? Are they in the 3D also? Parallel? No. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Just because, I feel like if there's new people here, like if people are just exploring these questions too, that maybe I should have a little bit of, you know, knowledge about some of these things. Oh, my sticker fell off. Um, but I'm just answering your questions tonight, I guess. All right, let's see. A ray of light came through the clouds. Oh, cool. During Jimmy Carter's, I don't know that word. Was this during the funeral? So did a ray of light come through the clouds at Jimmy? Is it Courtier or something? I'm not sure how to pronounce that word. Um, so can you guys look at that question, please? Do you know what they're referring to? Okay. So a ray of light came through. Was that hi? Was Jimmy Carter saying hi? Oh, so Jimmy specifically was saying hi through that ray of light? Cool. I heard somebody saying we do have a list, you guys. I did a call out for in the community tab for questions for Jimmy and Jimmy. We're on a first name basis now. So we're going to be doing a session with that. So we'll get into that. My sister's highlighting that word I didn't know how to pronounce. Looking it up, trying to do a pronunciation for me. Thank you, Marsh. It's okay. They knew what we were talking about. So it's for you guys, if you're wondering, it's Cortege. I have a hard time pronouncing words sometimes. So, okay. Are the pyramids all around the world? Okay, this is a long question, so I might have to break it up. Okay. Are the pyramids all around the world? So, you guys, I'm asking my SGs. Let's look at the pyramids around the world. Are they more like university than a church? Oh, wow. Interesting question. Yes. Are the platforms at the top for portal or wormhole access? What? Yes. Okay, you know something I don't know. Can holding crystals while meditating help to more easily connect with our spirit guides? Let me just clarify. So they're saying no. Um, does it help raise our vibration? Crystals? Do crystals help raise our vibration? Okay, see, they're not answering. Do certain crystals help raise our vibration? Okay, they're very subtle about that. Okay. Do we need to use crystals to raise our vibration? No. Should we use crystals while meditating in order to connect more effectively? No. Does it hurt us to use crystals while meditating to connect with you? No. Okay, but so you're saying it's not necessary. I feel like I just asked a double. So, I guess I asked if it is necessary and they said no. Okay. Okay. But we like to use them. We like to use crystals. So some crystals do help though for us to connect more easily with you. Okay, yes. If you guys have specific crystal questions, like you could ask which ones, that would be amazing. If you have, sisters highlighting all the questions. There we go. Let's see. Can holding okay. Would repeating affirmations as intentions raise our energy level, our vibration? Yes, that can definitely do that. Cool. Good question. Can we watch current events with love and discernment? And will it help the collective strengthen? Okay, let me break that down. So I'm wondering if we watch current events, okay, is it possible for us as humans with our ego and all our triggers and our past experiences and our traumas and all that kind of stuff? Is it possible for most of us to watch current events with just love and discernment? No. So wide swing no on that. And maybe that was quite opinionated the way I said that, actually. Was that quite opinionated the way I said that? No? Okay. So again, that's something to be aware of. I'm just kind of demonstrating. Sometimes I'm aware that maybe, I'm manipulating a question to get a certain answer. You know what I mean? So is it possible though can we practice and is it possible for us to watch current events with love and discernment? So yeah, it's possible. They're never going to say it's not possible, I think. If we are able to watch current events with love and discernment, does that help strengthen the collective? Yes. And on the flip side, if we don't pay attention to the news, are we still contributing? Because if we don't pay attention to the news, in theory, we could keep our vibrations higher. Is that true? Yes. And if we do that, are we still contributing to strengthen the collective? Okay. So, it really just comes down to you guys, I think, and you guys can say something in the chat about this, or in comments on any videos. And we'll continue exploring this like in Coffee with Karen and other like angel card readings and stuff. But the whole vibration thing, it just really, that's why it's just so important we take care of ourselves. That's why the priority is with our self-care for each of us. Okay. And you're doing more by taking care of yourself. So the whole self-help movement, was that inspired by God? Was it inspired by you guys? The self-help movement? Let me be clear, inspired by the angelic realm, basically? Okay. Yes. Interesting. Because maybe, it's just so important, you know? If we each individually keep our vibrations higher, however you have to do that, we're all different, then it's gonna make a difference? And it's nice to know that that's all you need to work on is yourself, right? It takes a lot of the pressure away. Okay. Does Kamala Harris feel or sense our raised vibration level if we direct it towards her? Cool. Yes. Okay. Everybody right now, give a big heart, click the little heart and let's just send love and energy to Kamala right now. She deserves it. Sure, Marsh. Yeah, that's fine. Um, is everybody sending hearts? That's awesome. See, we can do that right now. There's 630 people here If we just hey, and if you guys, if you could give us a thumbs up on the video, if you're enjoying this, obviously, if you're not, then don't. But if you're enjoying, if you can give us thumbs up, it just helps with the algorithm. Helps us reach more people and it helps us reach more light workers actually to just kind of bring us together. So yeah, so send it all okay. Oh, look at they're like, yes. Okay. Yep. So we're just trying to get in touch with as many light workers on YouTube as possible. Okay, cool. So the hearts that we just sent out as a group, did Kamala's energy pick up on that? You guys, look at that. Look at that. That alone, you did your job today for the collective. Okay, so hang on. We have a public service announcement. Okay, so my sister said, let the audience know we are now working through the balance of questions. So save new questions for the next live. Okay, so it looks like we might have, if I'm reading that correctly, through the balance of questions. So I think it might be we have enough questions for the next. Maybe clarify that for me, Marsh. I'm not sure what you mean by balance of questions. Okay. Does the age of Aquarius have any effect on light workers? Another topic I know nothing about. See, it's funny because they were like swinging, 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 and I waited because I could tell they were working it out. They were working out the energy. Okay, yes, big swing on that. I don't know what that means. I mean, I've heard of Age of Aquarius. Isn't that a song? Can we connect to our loved ones in spirit through meditation? Yes. In fact, I have been just starting to practice meditation. It's never been something I've really done. And I keep saying to my mom, Mom, I want to see you. I want to talk to you. Putting a lot of pressure on her. If I continue to do that, like at least just raise my vibration through meditation, will I be able to connect with Miss Betsy? Oh, that would be so amazing. Yes. Okay, another service announcement. We have enough questions for tonight is what my sister's saying. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. So, let's see. And you know what? You guys can always put your questions in any of my videos, any of them. Okay. Doesn't matter if it's an old one, doesn't matter. Old meaning like 3 months ago. That's as old as they are. So put them anywhere. We look at every comment and we capture every question and they eventually get answered. Okay. So don't hesitate. All right. Can we connect? Okay, we talked about that. Can I affect my pendulum and dowsing rods with my emotions and get the wrong answer? No. Okay, so is that because the pendulum and dowsing rod is a tool to communicate with you, meaning RSGs? Yes. And so would it the only way that affect if our emotions are like lower vibration or something, might it be harder for us to just would it be harder for you to move the energy basically? Okay. So yes. Okay, well that's good to know because your dowsing rods and your tools, I mean your pendulum and your dowsing rods are are a tool for them to communicate. So what you're basically asking is, will you give me the wrong answer? Would I get the wrong answer if my emotions are low, right? And so they're saying no, you would not, because they're not going to give you the wrong answer. Is that correct? Okay, all right. Yes. Okay. Will moving to 3 dimension, 4 dimension, 5 dimension depend on our mood and vibe at a specific moment in time? Yes. So really, does it have to do with just vibration? We're vibrating, if we're vibrating high, feeling good, jiving with life, are we living in the fifth vibrate dimension? So that's kind of how I'm understanding it now. Yes, still don't understand the timeline thing. So we got to do a whole session on timelines because I don't really understand it. Would that be beneficial for us, you guys, to do a timeline? Yes. Okay. Is it beneficial for Canada to open up to the United States? No. How do you feel about that, Canada? I just wonder. I don't know what's going on. It's a mystery. If yes, would that be beneficial for the USA? So would owning Canada, having Canada be a 51st state of the United States be beneficial to the USA? Well, of course, right? For them. Yes. And would it be beneficial for Canada? I just want to ask again. No. Is Canada better left the way that they're currently separated from the United States? Yes. Okay. Do we actually travel elsewhere in our dreams? Yes. So I've asked this before, so I'm just going to confirm in case this is the first time people hearing this. So when we dream, when we're sleeping, so when we go to sleep, do our spirits have the opportunity to leave our bodies? Yes. And we can go to heaven, basically? Yes. Do all of us do it all the time? No, and I asked 2 questions. You guys notice how I asked 2 questions? Not helpful to the SGs. Again, I'm just really demonstrating, trying to help you because there's a lot of people that are wanting to use uh, divination tools like this. So, do all humans leave their bodies while they're sleeping and go to the spirit world? Yes. Do we do it every night? No. Well, that we I heard somebody a long time ago, I learned this. So that's why I'm asking this question. Do we leave our bodies to recharge in the spirit world? Okay. Isn't that interesting? Okay. So is that the purpose of sleeping? Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, is it the sole purpose of sleeping? I guess I could tell that. See, you guys, I could tell that they were like, they slowed the energy down. They moved, they were going like that, and I'm like, "Okay, there's more to the story." I could just tell because I've been working with them for so long, okay? So, when they go like this, when they answer a question like this, whoosh, whoosh, then I'm like, "Okay, we're on to this." Like, "Okay, it's clear." All right. Uh, are fairies so do are there fairies? Oh, yes. So, fairies are real. Yes. Are they seen on Earth? Yes. Cool. All right. Is it okay if we want You guys are hilarious. Is it okay if we want Karen to leave the Christmas stockings up all year? They said yes. That's hilarious. Well, how about I find other things to hang during Alive? It would be kind of funny. Did you guys see my short? I thought it was hilarious. I was standing by the Christmas tree with that. I was standing so that hat was like, and I was like, "Do you guys like my hat?" You'll have to go check out that short. I thought it was funny. Okay, that was a good question. Thank you. That was made me laugh a lot. That was really good. All right. So let's see. Okay. So we have some personal questions before I answer any personal questions. I just want to make sure that if you're asking these questions that if you get an answer that's not comfortable to you, that you have support by you. because sometimes I just, the counselor in me wants to make sure that people are supported regardless of what answer you're getting. Because as much as I want them to always answer the question the way that would be the best for that you were hoping for, sometimes it gets uncomfortable for me when the answer does not appear to be what I hope you would get. Okay. So please, if you're going to ask these questions, please, it's really important to me that you have the support there and that sort of take their responses with a grain of salt and just, it's, you're entertaining new ideas. Okay. You're just getting more information from them, okay? And keep in mind, they're telling you one way or another for you to dig in deeper about something, okay? It may be that they want you to explore something more, okay? So it's just, it can get a little complicated when we answer personal questions. It just depends on what the personal question is. Okay, let's do this. Are we answering all those, Marsh? We got like 5 minutes. But I can. Let me just buzz through them. I'm going to buzz through. I'm going to go fast because I did do a little commentary today, and I said I wasn't going to. Okay, they're like banging together. All right. All of a sudden, I am having visions when I never had them before. Am I a light worker and never knew it? Yes. Oh boy, I can't help but ask additional questions. I'm just going to. Um, are is anyone who's living a positive life could be considered a light worker? Yes. Is there a difference between a light worker and an empath? Yes. Okay. So in this question, is this person who's having visions, would they be more described, well, as a light worker, but also as an empath? Okay, yes. I need to learn a little bit about the differences. Again, it's semantics to them. Is it semantics to you? Okay, I think so. We try to nail things down very specifically for us to understand as humans, but I think that's why I'm people who leave like spiritual work has to be done this way or it has to be done that way. And to me, I know it's semantics to them. They're like, no, it doesn't. Okay, look at it, look at it. Right. I mean, look at that. So, okay, so I hit something on the head there. All right. Is my mother one of my spirit guides? No. And I'm going to say the reason being is that she was her spirit was your mother on earth, and you've had your spirit guides since you were born. Just more support, right? So now with a mother who has passed over, is she also providing support for this person's life? So now you got more on your team. Marcia and I, we always say Betsy, who is Lob's grandmother and Marcia and mine's mother, she's a part of this team. So they're doing it. They're doing it. So you got more support now. All right. Is my kitty my soulmate instead of a human? Aw, yes. That's amazing. There's nothing wrong with that either. That's amazing. Am I aware of the interest subject of work I am supposed to be doing? So, are you guys tapped into all the individuals who are asking these questions? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so you know who's asking number two, and you knew who asked. Well, it's number one and two on my list right now. You knew who was asking number one about the soulmate. Okay, I'm just checking. Am I aware of the interest of the subject of work I am supposed to be doing? Is that in this person's awareness right now? Yeah, and they're crossing over on that. So, okay. Does my twin brother visit me or did he reincarnate? Okay, so does this person's twin brother visit them? Yes. Has the twin brother's spirit reincarnated already? No. Big hearts to you. Sounds like you lost your brother. I'm very sorry about that. Can you guys send big hearts out? Let's just send big hearts out to everybody. Let's do it. Hearts again. Do my spirit guides, yeah, they're like, yes, they're like really moving. They like when we do that. Do my spirit guides talk to me during meditation? Nice. So so this person who's asking this can rely on what they're hearing is their that person's spirit guides? Yes. Cool. I can feel it's a little wonky. Did I incarnate in okay, can you guys look at who's talking about that? I can for some reason I feel like I have to keep validating that. Okay, I won't validate again. Okay. Did I because when I say did I feel it just I have to learn how to do this. The person who's asking this about incarnating, did they incarnate in ancient Egypt? What? Yeah, so how do you know that? That's cool. So there's some validation for you. Uh, did I have a ghost at my last house? What? Yes. Big crossover. Was it negative energy ghost? No. So I always like to clarify that. Are all ghosts do all ghosts have negative and so are there ghosts in what we think is ghosts on earth? Okay, yeah. So those are just spirits that haven't crossed over yet? Yes. I mean, we could do a whole nother session on that, you guys. Do you guys want to do a session on like ghosts? I think we should because I have a lot of questions now. All right. Thumbs up in the chat if you want to. And then Lab or Marcia, if you could take a note on that, if people are interested in that. Okay. It looks like they want to answer questions about that. All right. Should the person asking this question be trying to talk to people in their role as a community participant? You smartasses. Yes. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Should the person asking this question be trying to talk to the person? That is hilarious. Ah. If not, should they try artistic expression? I don't know even know what that means, but you guys are hilarious. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, the person asking this question has a pulsating energy that comes at night. Is this their SGs? What? All right, well, I got a bunch of questions about that now. We're gonna have to have a session on that. Yes. The other thing you guys can do is if you're like, we want a group session, like that question right there, whatever, group that somehow. Like, let's do a whole series and I can, we'll do a call out on the community tab and then you guys can put your questions, or we could do a live on one specific topic. Is my grandfather's house in the middle of a vortex? What? If they say yes, I'm going to have to. Yes, they're really, look at that. Is that a good thing? I think it is. Is that a good thing? They are really swinging on that one. Should I keep telling my mother truths about the leaders of the church she is a member of? No. Boy, that probably feels good to get rid of that responsibility. So the answer is no, and that's a pretty wide swing on that. That might have to be, is that because she has to find that out on her own? Yes. Okay. I think we're all starting to realize that that's the case with the MAGAs too. All right. Am I on the right path currently with the light I bring to others? That's amazing. Yes. Yes. What a great question. They're all great questions, but sometimes the one just hits me individually differently. Was my brother's passing an accident? Yes. Big hearts to this person, you guys. Can everybody send hearts to this person? Thank you. Will we be able to start building the house we are designing in 2025? Yes. So I'm just going to clarify again. We have to be a little careful how we ask questions, and it's okay. It's taken me a long time. I still don't always ask them correctly. You will be able to. So that's a different. Okay. So will I be able to? The answer is yes. Will there be? Will they start building in 2025? Okay, yes. So sometimes am I able to? They're gonna be like, "Well, yeah, you're able to." You see what I mean? And so I like to try to clarify that. Last question. This is gonna be a funny one, I can tell. Is Lucy going to yank away the football from Charlie Brown? Oh, you guys are tricky, tricky the way you're asking this question. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, so you guys, my audience wants to know if Lucy, do you know who Lucy is? They want to know if Lucy is going to yank away the football from Charlie Brown on January 20th. Okay, make sure I'm not okay, I'm laughing, so all right, entertainment purposes only. Do not get mad if that does not happen. I don't want a gazillion unsubscribes if that doesn't happen because this is just for fun. Oh my God, let's all just hope so. We're all just okay, because I think this is what's gonna happen is we're all, every time these dates come, then we go through another mourning period. Oh, how many more days do we have? Okay. So very funny question. I'm not gonna do any follow-ups, but are we gonna be disappointed on January 20th? At least are the light workers gonna be disappointed on January 20th? No, meaning the light workers who are Democrats, are we gonna be disappointed on January 20th? No. Can that change though? Can your response change? Okay, there you go. So yes. Telling you it's complicated. It's complicated, it's big, there's a lot going on, right? Oh my gosh, you guys, that was amazing. I hope it was for you. I was a little off today. I am a little off today. I mean, I can, yeah, this morning I was so I appreciate you. Yes, let's breathe together. Okay, should we do a hug, you guys? Should we do a hug? Well, I'm just going to sit here and look at the chat, and I only can see part of the end of the chat here. So, can you guys give us a big hug, please? So, I'm just going to ask the SGs to give us a hug and allow our energy to just be sent all around the world in the pockets, the little pockets, and anywhere that would be useful. Let's just say that. We don't need to control it. We don't need to control where the energy goes. We don't have to be specific. But can you guys please just, everybody just gets a big hug together as a group? This is a group hug, you guys. Group hug right here. And we're sending all of our positive energy from this group hug out to just every corner and little pocket that needs it right now. Isn't it nice that we don't have to be specific? You don't have to be specific. You can just say, please send our love out to every corner that could use it right now. And especially because we are light workers for democracy, can you please send out as much love and energy to help democracy in the United States and around the world? I'll leave it at that. I sometimes I get nervous about being too. Oh, your question was never asked, and it was the third one from the top. Oh, Care, I'm sorry. That's a drag. Why don't you put your, question in there? It just got missed because I think it goes fast, so I don't like disappointing people. I really don't like disappointing people. It's awful. Big hugs, big hugs. Yeah, God bless the Ukraine, absolutely. Okay, Carmi, I see your question. Carmi, if you could just put your question, and Care, if you wanna put your question, in one of the videos, or they'll probably catch it. Lob or Marsha can catch it. Tim, sorry, we're kinda done answering questions right now. We're just giving a big community hug. Brian, thank you. Brian says it's okay to disappoint people. I know. I know. I know. It's so hard. It is like my biggest life experience thing I'm supposed to experience for some reason. Aw, thanks, Deborah. Oh, good, Aaron. Thank you. Hugs to you, RS. Okay, Lob is apologizing to Care. Thank you. Okay, and he'll get it to me, it looks like. It's going fast. I'm missing some. If you don't like the answer, ask a different question. Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so that's Veronica, that's a really good point. So Care and some people who ask some questions later, that's a beautiful point. I want to try to remember that, Veronica. Veronica just said maybe, especially Care, because your question was third, and you're like, wait, how did that happen? It wasn't meant to be asked tonight. Isn't that interesting? So Veronica said maybe divine timing wasn't right for your question tonight. I love that. That just gave me shivers, actually. And it's just true for our whole lives. That's why I love that so much. Aw, Tim, thank you so much. Thanks for being here, seriously. I mean, you guys are allowing me to do this, try different things out and explore different ideas. And I'm just so I just can't even believe this is my experience right now. It's so much fun. Roxanne, you betcha. She said, thank you. Nice. Karen and your SGs for helping us through this difficult time. Yeah, you absolutely, and you're so helping me through it too. Okay, Gary suggested that people who didn't get their question answered, that it's a good opportunity to develop a relationship with your SGs and look for the answers, right? Because that's like one of the things, and I know it's way more fun to get the direct stuff. It's one of the things that I'm really wanting to keep working here for myself and for you guys. It's like helping all of us. We all have the answers inside of ourselves, right? We all have the answers. And that's why this really is for entertainment purposes, because you have the answers inside of yourself. We just don't trust it sometimes, right? So, oh, good, Tori. You lifted mine big time. I needed my spirits lifted today. You guys, you can tell they're coming to look at the SGs are starting a pulse just by us being positive here at the end. It's amazing. That right. We didn't even need to sit and meditate to get our positive energy out into the world. It's happening. You guys, Bernie is the best. You guys are talking about really positive things. That alone, possibilities. We'll ask that in the next one. Okay. We are going to do lives once a week. We're going to try to. So, yep, together we stand stronger. Oh, you enjoyed it very much. I'm so glad. Sending light and love to all. And the SGs are pulsating on you guys, which means it's like squeeze, squeeze. Just a little extra hug. They do that towards the end. It's amazing. I just think that is so funny. They've never done that before until I got on this channel. Oh, I'm so glad. Lucy, I think Lucia, or I missed the name. I went so fast. Yeah, so we'll see you guys. Oh, we are doing lives actually. Okay, thank you guys. Nice hug. We are doing lives at least right now every Wednesday this month. We're testing some times to see what works. Okay. So this month we're testing Wednesdays at 7:30. So, and I asked the folks in the spirit circle to give me times. Okay. And so we did a little poll, and we're going to test a different time in February. So we're just going to see where we reach the most people, but we're going to use the poll information from the folks in the spirit circle that I've asked them for. Okay. So yeah, every Wednesday, as long as I'll let you know if something changes, I'll put a call out on but yeah, so put it on your calendar Wednesday at 7:30, and we'll let you know what the topic is when I post it. Okay. And we'll always give you an opportunity to ask some personal questions. I know, Pamela. This is divine timing. This is why we think Pamela said it's amazing what you've accomplished on this channel in 3 months, and it doesn't even feel like it wasn't like work. That's why I think, like, this was divine timing, and that's why we think our mom is, like, the 4th person in this. And I just remember hearing another person who talks about spirituality, and she just said, "All hand on" her guide said, "All hands on deck right now." And I had no intention on doing this. Like, I literally one day was like, "Oh, let's pull out the SGs and do a video." I had no intention. So I think that's why all hands on deck, and that includes you guys. Y- I was meant to be here to bring us together, us together. So all hands on deck. I'm just facilitating this, right? Yeah, Central Time, 7:30 Central Time. Yep. So, yeah, all hands on deck, and I think when that person said that, I thought I can't remember who said it, and I thought, "Oh, that's why. That's why." I mean, who know you know how some people say, like, your whole life leads to this moment? That's exactly how I feel. It's, like, really, and yours too. It might not be as, like, visible as mine is right now, and this is, my life hasn't been this visible. So I'm just facilitating, and we're all coming together because all hands on deck, and that includes all of us. Right now, 528 people are here. It includes all of us, right? We need all hands on deck right now. Mom's name is Betsy, Elizabeth. Everybody called her Betsy. She didn't really like Betsy, but Elizabeth. Elizabeth Ann, all hands on deck. I heard it too. Yeah, right. You're inspiring me. Exactly. Because it means all of us, not just people who are visible, okay? We're just trying to I think we've been put in this position for whatever reason to bring all hands on deck, you know? And whatever I mean, I'm just so happy that I'm able to at least facilitate it with you guys, and that you're willing to be here. I mean, your hands are on deck because you're choosing to be here and paying attention to other spiritual leaders, and just being a part of the community, you know? Yeah, it does feel like right place. Yep, in your life too. Yeah, that's amazing. All right, you guys. I really do love the chit chat. I will come on live and just chit chat too. I'm going in live to chit chat, especially as stuff comes up in the spirit circle, but I won't leave the public channel because I know not everybody can afford to join memberships and doesn't. People just don't like to have memberships, and I totally get that. Um, I just, I will come on and do. I like sitting here and just looking at the chat, see what's going on. So, all right. Thank you for all the love, and thank you for being a part of this group effort to keep our vibrations high. Tomorrow morning, you might wake up and feel like I did this morning, which was not great. And I thought, you know, wait a minute, I'm trying to keep my vibration high. And I thought, no, we are human beings also. And that's why we're relying on each other, because this is not an easy experience we're going through. Right. So it is okay in this community to say, I feel like crap today, and I need you guys, I need a hug from you. Okay. I feel like crap today, and I need a hug from you. That's what you can say. All right. And we're looking for a platform to do that. I don't know how you would do that. Well, you can just make you can literally put a comment in any of our videos and just say, "I feel like crap today. I need a hug from you." And you guys, there's a lot of people looking at the comments. They'll give you a hug. Okay? So just do it there. Do it there, because we don't always have like a chat thing. I wish we did, but You can do it over on Blue Sky, where I'm over on Blue Sky at Ask the Spirit Guides. So you can join there, you can post stuff, you can ask for hugs over there too. You can give hugs over there. All right, have an amazing night. We'll see you later. Bye.